way, piggyback off of the last exercise, but we're not going to reuse that code anymore. We're going to start off with a new class. We're going to create this sales tax demo program. And in this program, we're going to go through and use an array to store sales. And sales are going to be instances of the sale object. So here's our class sale. And we've got this calculate tax method within sale. Now, we've got to have some constructors in here and some accessors. So we'll have some gets and sets. Let's go ahead and populate our sale class. So go ahead and right here, I'm going to create an amount, a tax, a limit, low rate, high rate. This is just coming off of values that they've given us, 6%, $100, 8%. So here's the low rate, the high rate. And based on those values, we've got our get and set. We've got double of amount, get, set. And we've got this invocation here of the calculate tax method. And the calculate tax method, how is it that we calculate tax? Well, it's a conditional. Let's go ahead and populate that. I'm going to say if amount is less than or equivalent to the limit. If you haven't hit the limit, or you just reached the limit, calculate tax. Else, let's go ahead and calculate what the rate will be, the tax rate. So there's our calculations. Tax equals amount times low rate, or tax equals limit times low rate plus amount minus limit times high rate. So anything over the limit, you get taxed at a higher rate. So that's our class. So we built the class. Now we have to actually invoke this thing, and they want us to store each object in an array called sales. So we're going to create an array. Let's go ahead and have the array creation. We actually declare it, and we'll populate it as well. So here we're declaring it, an array of sales, 10 objects, declared x. X is initialized to 0 as long as x is less than. Haven't reached the length of the array. Go through it item by item. We'll go ahead and populate this thing by creating an instance of the sale object, or the sale class, index of 0, prompt the user for the input, add it in, we'll read the amount of the sales. We're creating two values in our array, two attributes associated, I should say, with the sale class. Okay. One is the inventory number, the other is the amount of the sale. So that populated it, and just like everything else, we've got to create a for loop so that we can output whatever we have. Let's go ahead and enter there, and there's our output. There's our for loop to output what it is that we have stored in each one of those sales objects in the sale array. Let's run this thing and see if it actually runs. Inventory number 1. That's 25. Amount of sale. Go. creating the same values over and over again for the most part. And last one. Here we go. So this populated the array, and now we go through and output item by item. And depending on the tax rate, it calculated our tax amount. So it functions the way, appears to be functioning the way that they've intended. And let's go ahead and run our checks on it. So it's checking to see if we have defined the class, or we did, and it actually executes the way they want it to. So we've got our 100% on that one. Okay. So this one wasn't as complex as it appeared initially. The class is fairly straightforward. Here's our calculate tax method within our class. We set those constants, and we've got a couple of variables. We've got our get, set constructors, accessors. We're all set. And outputs populating the array itself. Okay. So I'll see you in the next one. That's 9-10B.